This may look like a regular BMW 3 Series, albeit with some nice wheels. But look a bit closer and you'll notice some telltale signs that this one is a little bit special. Things like the powerful bulge on the bonnet, 4 exhausts hanging out the back, a subtle lip spoiler on the boot, bulging wheel arches, unique aerodynamically designed mirrors, and of course the all-important lightweight carbon fibre roof. Meet the all-new BMW M3, the fastest ever BMW production car. It's one of those special cars that doesn't come along too often. It's so special, we've travelled all the way to Spain for a bit of a taste test. That's because the M3 is one of the fastest BMWs on the market. In fact, depending on who you talk to, it could be the fastest BMW on the market. It's just that BMW is not too keen to go sprouting that just yet. Previous M3s have sounded a bit sort of tinny, metallic-y, a bit of a rasp. They've got on with the job, but they haven't had the best engine sound in the world. It's been purposeful, but not throaty. Listen to that, it's big and tough and muscular. Love it. And as well as those 4 exhausts hanging out the back, you can thank most of that sound to what sits under that big bulgy bonnet. That's because this M3 is the first ever V8 M3. Good on them, I say. Now by V8 standards, the capacity is actually quite small, only 4 litres, yet it still manages a thumping 309 kilowatts of power. To put that in perspective, that's more than HSV's finest from just 4 litres. And in true BMW style, the M3 is all about revs. It loves to rev, produces its best right up way beyond 8,000 RPM, where it really gets going. Listen to that. So whereas a lot of V8s rely on big capacity engines and lots of noise, the M3 is all about technology. BMW is really quick to relate to its racing heritage through Formula One. The block from this car is built in exactly the same factory as the engine block for the BMW Formula One cars. And even though the engine's bigger, more powerful than any M3 before it, it's actually the lightest engine ever to go into an M3. But it's not the only part of what is a pretty impressive machine. 6-speed manual transmission, something we haven't seen in an M3 for a while now. Yes, they've had them, but they've barely sold them. Relied instead on the controversial SMG transmission. Now the SMG is still coming, but it's going to be a better, more advanced version, quicker selects and so on. For now, it's the 6-speed only, but by the time this car arrives in Australia, hopefully we'll have both. BMW claims the M3 will get to 100 k's an hour in about 4.8 seconds. That's Porsche 911 quick, in a car that just looks like a regular coupe. In true BMW fashion, this M3 has an almost perfect 50-50 weight balance. Half the weight over the front wheels, the other half over the back, so that it sits really neutral in corners. Combined with really alert and alive steering and a nice chunky steering wheel, have a look at that. This car really gets on with the job. But no matter how good it is, how alive it feels, how accurate it is, one thing's for sure. A road like this is not the place to test an M3. We need a racetrack. Welcome to Ascari, a privately owned racetrack in the south of Spain. Now this is more like it. One thing with the M3 is it feels amazingly balanced. You get just the right amount of feedback through the steering wheel. It really is a driver's car, and the other thing you learn pretty quickly is that it is immensely capable. The other amazing thing with this is that here we are on a racetrack, having plenty of fun. This car is exactly the same car we drove this morning. straight up the country roads. They haven't done anything to it. Standard brakes, standard tyres. To have that sort of thing happening on a car like this, on a racetrack, it's pretty incredible. Most cars fall apart on a track. Right from the start, the M3 is your friend. It just fits. It somehow feels like you're part of the car rather than an addition to it. Even things like the seats. BMW has chosen special foam so they hug you a bit better, keep you nice and flat in your seat, feel really supportive, and that just works. And those brakes are potent. They just bite. And the pedal stays there. It's always firm, always knocking the speed off. Now we're coming onto the straight. 140, 150, 160, quick corner onto it, and then flat. 8,000 revs in third. Just keeps pulling. 180, 190, 200. The one thing you quickly realise with the M3 is just how capable it is. And that's part of the problem. Yes, on the road it's fun, it's enjoyable, it makes you feel special, and it's super quick. But on a road you're never going to enjoy it as much as you are here. You need your own racetrack.